Hello and welcome to In News program. Today's topic of discussion is Bastille Day. Why are July 14 celebrations significant? Points of discussion will be the news, history of Bastille Day, storming of the Bastille, celebrations over the years, India and Bastille Day, and practice questions for prelims exam. First of all, moving on to the news. Every year on July 14, France celebrates Bastille Day, which has historical and cultural significance. It honors the Bastille storming in 1789, which marked a turning point in French history. It is also known as Fête Nationale Française and is marked by a long military parade along with dancing and other merriment. Now let's discuss about history of Bastille Day. Bastille Day was the first event which marked the start of the French Revolution. French Revolution influenced the foundational ideas of democracy across the world, popularizing slogans such as liberty, égalité, fraternity, that is, liberty, equality, fraternity. Before the storming of the Bastille, both economic and social tensions had been building up in Paris for long. Crop failure and famine dealt further blows, and by 1788, even bread became unaffordable for a vast majority of people. King Louis IV wanted to increase taxes on common people so as to meet its regular expenses, such as the cost of maintaining an army, the court, running government offices or universities. On 5th May 1789, Louis XVI called together an assembly of the Estates General to pass proposals for new taxes. When called by Louis XVI, the body was dominated by the commoners in numbers but not in influence. After their calls for greater say for commoners were ignored, one faction broke away and established a new body called the National Assembly. On June 20, 1989, this body took the tennis court oath that they would stay together till they wrote a new constitution for France. Louis XVI, meanwhile, started moving more troops into Paris, adding to the uncertainty and tensions in the city. On July 11, he dismissed Jacques Necker, his popular and only non-high-born minister. Protests broke out, soon turning violent. Then on July 14, a huge armed mob began marching towards Bastille. Now, storming of Bastille. The Bastille was a medieval stronghold built in the 14th century that later became a governmental prison. It was employed by the king to imprison his opponents frequently without trial and symbolized the authoritarianism of Louis XVI administration. The people destroyed the prison and the governor of the Bastille and the mayor of Paris were killed. The fall of the Bastille symbolized the people's victory over the monarchy and the end of the old regime. The event led to the abolition of feudalism, the declaration of the rights of man and citizen, and the establishment of the first French Republic. Now, celebrations over the years. On the first anniversary of the fall of the Bastille, July 14, 1790, delegates from around the country gathered in Paris for the Fête de la Fédération to declare their allegiance as one national society. In May 1880, Benjamin Raspail, a Parisian politician, advocated establishing July 14 as a national holiday to honor the storming of the Bastille and the Fête de la Fédération. The French Assembly passed his bill, and it has been a national holiday in France since 1880. The Bastille symbolizes both the struggle for independence and the monarchy's injustices. Its destruction was a powerful symbol of the people's strength and desire for change. Bastille Day commemorates the victory of the French Republic and its ideas. On Bastille Day or French National Day, the country holds the Bastille Day Parade, said to be the oldest and largest in Europe. Now let's discuss about India and Bastille Day. PM Modi is the guest of honor at this year's Bastille Day celebrations. PM Modi's visit coincides with the 25th anniversary of the India-France strategic partnership. Before PM Modi, Prime Minister Manmohan Singh had attended Bastille Day celebrations in 2009. Now it's time for the practice question. Consider the following statements about Bastille Day. 1. Every year on 14th July, France commemorates an important event known as Bastille Day. 2. It is also known as La Fête Nationale or Les 14 Juillet in French. 3. It is celebrated to mark the starting of French Revolution. Which of the following statements is or are correct? 1 only, 1 and 2 only, 1 and 3 only, or 1, 2 and 3? Send the answer of this question in the comment section. Stay tuned for the next episode. Thanks for watching.